What is up, guys? Quick video. So I'm going to be answering a question. I get constantly asked about these three phones. Actually, people want to know which $200 budget phone should I get, and people always ask me just which one is the best, and I never give a straightforward answer because they never tell me exactly what they're looking for in the phone. I just can't tell you which phone is the best. The comparison videos are pretty much for you to be able to figure out what you care about most in a phone. So I'll give you an example. Somebody wanted to know what was the best music listening phone. If I think the Bolden one is the best $200 smartphone, it's not going to be great for that specific person looking for music like the G7 is. It has the quad DAC. It also has great equalization settings, the surround sound. It's definitely the superior music listening device, than the Bold M1. So it's just stuff like that. So I can't really just tell you which phone to get without really giving me any information. Now the prices on these phones are all around 200 bucks. I know the Bolden one is like sold out right now. I think it'll be back in stock February 14th, but don't be scared to get the renewed version. It's 180, but if you want to wait till February 14th just for the new one, then go ahead and wait. But the renewed version is just going to be just fine. And the G7 actually has went down in price. I think it's 147. When I first got it, it was 200 bucks. So as you can see, the price is still depreciating. In the Note 8 Pro, it actually keeps going up and down. So I think a couple of days ago it was like 280, and now all of a sudden it's back down to 215. So you just have to kind of watch out for it. I wouldn't pay more than 220 for the Note 8 Pro, and I definitely at this point wouldn't pay more than 150 for the G7. And I would pay, I would pay like maybe 170, 160. I wouldn't go over 180, definitely. Alright, so out of these three phones, which one would be the better gaming phone? So it's really going to come down to the G7 or the Note 8 Pro, because these play all the games on high PUBG, Fortnite, and Call of Duty Mobile. It will play all of those on high, so these would be the ideal gaming phone. The Bolden one will pretty much play them on medium settings, but the advantage with the Bolden one is that you have a no-notch display, which is awesome for gaming. I think that's definitely the future, is pretty much no-notch. Eventually, they're going to have the front-facing camera under the display, so it is going to be the future, this full display thing. So, but just getting back to the gaming, it's going to be between these two phones. Now people ask me which is the best camera phone out of these three. I'm definitely going to go with the Note 8 Pro. From the photos that I have taken with all these phones, this definitely has the sharper, just better overall looking camera. I think the G7 has the best video as well, but the Note 8 Pro definitely hands down the best cameras. It's also got the quad camera, the macro camera, which I think a lot of people sleep on. A lot of people don't care about close-up shots, and I completely understand, but if you're somebody like me and you just kind of like to take really close-up shots and stuff, then the macro camera is going to be really cool. Now all these phones are supposed to get Android 10, which is awesome. So all these phones will get Android 10 now. I've been hearing stuff about Bold and them not apparently going to bring Android 10, but I haven't really seen anything official from them yet, so I'll check in on that. But it was promised, but I'll look into it. I was told by one of my subscribers, so I'm not really sure about that, but I know officially the Note 8 Pro and the G7 are going to receive Android 10, no problem. Now if you are very media focused on your phone, then the Bold M1 is definitely the way to go. Just watching videos on a full screen phone is definitely going to be the way. It's the one reason why I keep the 7 Pro. The Bolden one is pretty much like a little mini 7 Pro basically. So if I didn't have the 7 Pro, I would probably be using this phone the most, and probably be using all three of these phones. Actually, I always use phones constantly. I'll probably taking pictures with this, and I'll be probably listening. I listen to music on the G7 all the time. It's my default, even over the OnePlus 7 Pro, because it doesn't have a headphone jack, and you just have better equalization settings on the G7. So this is my main music listening device. But yeah, so if you're looking for media focused content, then the G7 is going to be where it's set, even though you have a higher resolution display on the G7 at 1440p display. But what I noticed is a lot of people just don't care about that. I guess 1080p is just fine, and I would sacrifice the lower resolution for the bezel-less or the notchless display. So yeah, I just wanted to answer those quick questions. Hopefully I was able to help. All of these phones are pretty similar in battery life. None of them are really like outstanding. I think you get 7 hours, 7 hours 30 minutes, and I think again 7 hours, close to 8 hours on the Note 8 Pro. So it's pretty decent. None of them are overwhelmingly really good. Alright, so just a quick video to help. If you guys have any other questions, be sure to leave them down below, and I will catch you guys in the next one.